Namaste, this is Vaidya Samarth Pirao, practicing at Amrut Ayurvedic Center in Baswangudi. This episode, we are going to talk about don'ts while using alcohol. Ayurveda has mentioned different kinds of intoxicants to be consumed. As a recreation, also has health benefits, but there is exploitation of it. Ayurveda is a medical treatise. It is going to give properties of everything available there. Similarly, there is a section called all the different kinds of wines, whether they are based out of rice, barley, wheat, different kinds of fruits, different sugars. So there are different kinds of alcoholic preparations. When you abuse it, is overindulge in it, that is when there is a situation called intoxication. In Ayurveda, we call this madatyaya. In madatyaya, all the different things that you should not do if you are addicted to consuming alcohol is what I'm going to say today. A few careful pointers I'm going to give you about alcohol use and where it should never be used. Alcohol, there is a legal age limit any country, anywhere throughout the world. You have to respect the laws. Never sell alcohol to a minor, give alcohol to a minor, or if you see a minor consuming alcohol, he should be prohibited from doing so. The general rules of alcohol in a country like Australia to many other developed countries is the rule is very simple. Don't consume more than 4 standard drinks of alcohol in a single day and do not consume more than 10 standard drinks in a week. See, this is what the Australian guidelines says about alcohol consumption. Now, let us compare the cultural significances of a country like Australia with India. In India, we have never had a culture of drinking alcohol, majority of the portion. Alcohol has been something that we have imbibed from other cultures. Though Ayurveda mentions about it, alcohol, if you are not drinking alcohol, that is the best thing we can do to your health. But if you are a habitual drinker, make sure you do not drink more than 4 standard drinks in a day and not more than 10 standard drinks in a week. How much is a standard drink? A standard drink is something with 10%, 100% alcohol. So it's 10% in a drink. So if you consume alcohols like beer and everything, it has 3 or 4% alcohol in it. So you have to calculate standard drinks that way. So generally what happens when alcohol is consumed in excess, it affects the liver. So liver can be considered like a washing machine. How many washes can the liver take? When you keep dumping more alcohol into it, it is like one washing machine and the whole apartment people use that washing machine. The washing machine will not last long. So similarly, when you consume alcohol in excess, your liver gets affected. Once the liver gets affected, everything gets affected. Absolutely no alcohol if you are trying for a baby, if you are pregnant, and if you are breastfeeding. Make sure you stay away from alcohol. If you're trying for a baby and you're pregnant and you consume alcohol, you risk having a lot of disabilities to the child, miscarriages, and also fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. So if you're pregnant or you know you are going to get pregnant, women never consume alcohol in these cases. There are a lot of other health conditions also you should avoid. The young, the old, and also say no to drink and driving. If you are 4, 5 people going out for a good time having a drink, make sure the driver who drives shouldn't have consumed alcohol, because you need to have one person in your group. This is for all the youngsters out there who are experimenting with life. Though you come from good families, sometimes there is this culture of having a little bit of alcohol, whether through office or to college or through work, it is recommended that you designate a driver who does not drink and who is sober. So you never get into a vehicle where the driver is in a drunken state. Okay, so that is very, very, very important, because you not only risk your life, you risk the life of even the other passengers in the vehicle that you are going. Also, Ayurveda says that a person who is intoxicated should not consume betel leaves and should not indulge in too much of activities when in an intoxicated situation. So, this episode I have generally told you about some of the key things to keep in mind while consuming alcohol. Next episode, I'm going to talk to you about all the different things that you can do to get out of your intoxication state. Thank you.